Welcome to Between the Sets. This is the first episode to start it off. And of course, it's me and Jared. I'm Drake. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the podcast. So we're going to talk about some random stuff. I'm going to let you know as far as like Between the Sets in general and like what I want to do with it. The idea is I'm going to have some guests on and we're going to talk about gym related stuff. We're going to talk about things that aren't related to the gym and we're just going to have fun with it. And of course, I wanted Jared to be the first guest on it because me and him go way back. And I felt like that'd be a good place to start, kind of like our origin story, if you will. Do you want to... Where did we meet?
Middle school, 7th grade.
Yeah, good old Marietta, California.
You probably remember the teacher's name. I don't.
You know what? I do. I think it was Miss Carson.
Carson? I remember the way she looked.
She had an afro.
Incredible.
She had a white afro.
Yeah.
And we got separated in the class a few times, or just once,
I
or...
think it was just a few times, and then was just one for like the rest of the year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because we were separated, and then that didn't end up working.
Yeah.
And then she was like, I got to do a permanent separation.
Yeah.
And that was it.
She tried. Didn't work.
It didn't work too well. And that was the last class we basically ever had together.
Literally. We tried every year, not taking the same classes.
That was like 7th grade. Oh, and for me, you had been in the Marietta school system pretty much for a good while at that point, right?
Oh, yeah. My whole little, when I first started kindergarten and shit.
Yeah, so for me at that point, I had just landed in the Marietta school system. I came over from Lake Elsinore, it was about 20 minutes away. And then, so it was day one, period one, and this is the first guy I sat next to. And how many ever years later, I don't even remember how old I was really in 7th grade, like specific, maybe like, 13, 14-ish? 13.
Probably earlier than that.
How old am I?
I mean, you're 18 when you graduate high school. It's like 4 years before that. So like
well,
6 years.
12.
So probably like 12.
Really?
Probably like 11. Probably
Damn.
like 11, actually. Well, you were a little older than me, so you're
So
probably
maybe
like
12.
But around that time.
Yeah. And then I'm 29 now, and you're about to be 29.
Yeah.
It's coming up. And we've been friends ever since. And we were in school pretty much the whole time. We went to middle school together, high school, although I didn't go to high school. We'll get to that later. I never went. I never showed up. But, that was crazy. We didn't really have... Oh, we had Temple, man.
That was probably that was like the last
We had Temple.
epic one, and then it was just done.
Yeah, we had Temple, he was a crazy cool science teacher back in 8th grade. He just like killed the game. And I think at that point the universe was like, you guys are done. You've had your fun.
Yeah. Or else the high school just got wind of it and was like, just can't have this happen.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It was probably Miss Carson.
Yeah,
she was probably the one who did
It
it.
was like, do not put these kids in the same class.
Yeah, you can't have it. So, and then after that, we did the high school thing, and then, like we were saying, we basically didn't have any classes until, I think, what was it? Was it our sophomore year that we had Gonzo?
Dude, it was senior year.
It was senior year.
I didn't have Gonzo till senior year.
Oh, okay. So because I remember the first time we had body comp, which was sophomore year.
Yeah.
I had Lazy Linton.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that Linton. Sorry, dude. You're lazy, man.
I think I had the same. Or
I had Lazy Linton.
I had like the football coach guy. Like
The with the mustache.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, looked like Walrus.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I had Lazy Linton the next year after that. And I think you had Gonzo.
Okay.
Yeah. And then last year we both had
And
Gonzo.
then, okay, so when I had Gonzo, you didn't have him the first time?
Nope.
Oh, see, that's what I didn't remember that.
Yeah.
I thought that we both had him at that time.
Mm.
Okay, so you didn't get him until senior year.
Till senior year, but
Okay.
circumstances, I didn't actually have him really senior year.
You're right.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had him the first time. So then I had him my junior year.
Mm-hmm.
But when did we cut our hair, dude?
Senior year.
It had to have been like around junior to senior year.
No, I remember I did it right when Gonzo was teaching us. He was making all kinds of stuff.
That was why I cut my hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think you still stuck through it through junior year.
Oh, okay. Maybe I did.
I don't think he was there very much though, was he? He was going through his stuff?
I mean, when the beginning, I had spent a good amount of time with him in the beginning, Coach Gonzo. Like, he was there in class, like, for the most part. 'Cause I still remember like him doing our tests, you know, like how many
Yeah.
times you could bench 185, how much you could like leg press if you can't bench 185.
Yeah.
So I still remember a lot of that, and that's where I got a lot of the mindset. Like, I remember, and he was like, "You're too damn tall and big to break things."
Yeah.
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 So that was all during that time. And then fast forward, and that was our senior year, and that's when he ended up passing away during our senior year, right?
Like at the beginning of it, it felt like.
Yeah, yeah.
Then we got lazy Linton again.
To cancer, unfortunately. It was crazy though. Like, it was weird to see him come to school, and then you saw him you saw him
I didn't see him in his prime really at all.
not in prime, because I didn't see him in his prime either.
Oh, no.
But you saw him before the second diagnosis of cancer, right?
Yeah, I can't really remember though.
And then you ended up seeing him after his therapy, like
Yeah.
chemo and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And he was still coming to school,
Yeah.
teaching. It was just
Yeah.
crazy. Super cool dude. Definitely instilled a good amount of, I guess, all I remember from him was just like, just put your effort into it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that was the biggest thing. Like, which it's not like a bad thing. I don't remember like a lot of technique stuff, because to me he kind of was a YOLO lifter.
Yeah.
Because he would just randomly, like, I still remember in junior year, like, randomly he like threw like 3 plates on, put a pencil between his mouth, and he was like, "Oh, so I'm gonna try to bench this." You know, and he was trying to
Yeah.
get back up to where he was, or whatever.
Yeah. I don't really, you didn't really teach form.
And he was just like YOLO lifter, yeah.
But at least he was present.
He was
Like,
present.
Lazy Linton didn't do nothing.
He was present, and he did a good job at motivating you to at least put effort in.
Yeah.
Even if that effort was biceps every single day
Yeah.
and chest every single day,
It's
it
like,
didn't
as
matter.
long as you're doing something and you're working,
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna give you an A.
Yeah.
You know.
So that was cool. So that kind of like grazes over our origin story. Other than that, man, we spent a lot of time playing video games. You know?
Most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time, to be honest.
Hmm.
Ton. Like, it was your house, man. Your house was the spot, you know,
Yeah.
playing those games and stuff. Because you would always have like the latest releases.
It's because I had a GameFly.
You know? It was sick.
I was like the young kid with like the GameFly. Like, I got new games all the time.
It was crazy, man. We played. I still remember coming over, and I remember you playing Halo though when I first came over.
Oh yeah.
That was the one.
Well, that was like the epic thing.
You and was it John? Johnny,
I think so.
the
yeah.
Asian kid.
Yeah.
I forgot what his name was.
I think it was no. I think it
His
was Jimmy.
brother.
John or Jimmy.
It's Jimmy, I think.
One of them. Yeah.
Maybe his brother was John.
Something like that.
Man, I totally forgot.
Yeah.
The Honda Civics, man.
Yeah.
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 But we'd come over and we would play Halo and stuff. That was crazy. You would just dominate with that pistol. It was gnarly.
Well, just because I was a screen hacker. Like,
And the rocket launcher, dude. The rocket launcher was gnarly too.
I just remember the maps, and I'd just be like, "There you are."
Yeah, it was crazy. We played a lot of that. And then
Gears of War, man.
Gears of War, that was like the big one that we played the longest. And then going back to this guy, like, I wasn't allowed to play like mature rated games too. So like Jared was my connect.
Or any mature content. I remember when
Nothing.
I bought you, what, a Snoop Dogg CD?
Snoop Dogg CD,
Your mom
man.
was like, "What? No."
Yeah, I couldn't have any of that, man. I couldn't have none of that nonsense. But I found a loophole, and it was Jared. So I would just go to his house and get the latest and greatest on the mature rated stuff. So it was cool. Spent a lot of time doing that in high school. I didn't really go to high school. That was a thing. I ditched a lot. Oh, dude, working out in your house.
Oh, that was great.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was some good times right there.
Yeah. Doing some stupid stuff.
Some stupid stuff with the buckets.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
buckets,
when we just had the barbell.
just the
We used
barbell,
like the couch to make it an incline.
everything. That was nuts.
Yeah.
That was good times. We were trying to get it though.
Yeah.
And that was random. Like, looking back, you had a bench in that room. It was kind of random.
Yeah, I ended up getting a bench and stuff, and that was
Yeah.
that was the first time and like last time I ever got stuck under a weight by myself.
Mm.
I was just like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Because I would just like literally come downstairs and just go into that room and just like have a certain amount of weight and bench press, and I wouldn't warm up or anything. I would just have like 245 on there, and I'd just go down there like if
And
I
just
couldn't-
hit it.
and I would just hit it. And I figured like, hey, as long as I'm doing it every time I go down to the kitchen or something,
Yeah.
you know, I'm doing something.
Just I'm getting my workout.
I was
in.
cold, you know, no warm up, just go down there and just max
going.
effort every time. It was weird.
Beast mode.
Yeah.
Wait, how much did you say you got stuck underneath?
That day was decline, and I was 265.
Oh.
Like legit stuck. On.
Legit stuck.
Yeah, like I had to get out of there. It was real sketchy. I could have just like straight up just hacked my head off. If it
Oh
stuck.
man.
I had
That's
the
not good.
bruising all on the inside. I was like,
Oh, I think I remember that bruise.
Yeah.
I think I remember
It
that.
was bad.
It was there for a while, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it literally was just sitting on my ribs. And I was just like, how am I going to get out of this? I don't want to call for anybody.
It's no
It's
bueno.
embarrassing.
No bueno, eh?
And that's like, that's why I don't do decline.
Yeah, you don't do decline because it gets stuck,
Yeah.
and we blow out our shoulders.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
usually. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then like your brothers would kind of come in here and there and try to like use it.
I'm going to try. Yeah.
But it was like more try. It was just like
They're
they'd touch it for a little bit.
Themselves. Like, oh, I could do 135
Yeah.
for like 3 reps.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool.
that was about it. As far as all of that, like, what question for you? What do you think, like, made you go towards the gym? Because obviously we played a lot of games, and both of us we weren't really like athletic people, so to speak.
You do a lot more than me. At least you went outside.
Yes, that is
You
true.
rode bikes
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
you know, and stuff like that.
yeah. That is true.
Yeah.
So what do you think actually ended up like getting you into the gym?
It was pretty much just you.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna take court sports because my brothers told me.
Dude, court sports.
It's just a
I remember
process.
that, dude.
They told me it was an easy. Like we had to take a second year of physical education.
I remember
my brothers
that.
all said, take court sports because you don't really have to do anything. It's basically just basketball. Like you just play basketball and stuff, and like they're like you don't even have to do anything, and you get an A. And I was like, sounds easy. I was a lazy fat kid. I was like, sure, that sounds easy. But then Jeremy was like, dude, let's do freaking body comp. You know, let's lift some weights. And I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know, man. I don't know. And I was like, I'll give it a shot. And then, you know, I kind of fell in love with it because, you know, like when you're that young, I wasn't eating like anything. Like at school, I wasn't like nutrition wise at all, and I was still getting strong like, every single day. Like the newbie games is what really sucked me in, you know.
The newbie games.
Yeah.
The newbie games were sick.
Yeah.
The newbie games were
Dude, they're
like
epic.
legit as hell.
Like seriously, your bench would go up like 10 pounds every week. You're like, what is this?
Yeah. No, that is funny, dude. Because I totally remember court sports. Like I remember, didn't Bryce take court sports?
No, he was doing track, so I don't think you had to.
Okay.
He was doing like track and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people did that didn't want to really do anything. That weren't playing sports because I think sports got you out of like taking a second year.
Yeah. That was pretty funny. That whole like section of like high school sports and all that
Yeah,
kind
I
of
think
stuff.
we both just said screw it and took court sports.
Yeah. I know, how weird. That would have been weird.
Probably would have never lifted
That's true.
ever.
That is true.
Yeah.
That would have been strange.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
But
One small change.
yeah, I'm definitely glad that I did. It was a lot of fun, you know, even though like I did it all wrong,
Oh yeah.
you know, in the
It was just
beginning and
chest
stuff.
biceps,
So, yeah, basically. So even though, what is this? Oh, Drizzy William, what up? Little wave. Drizzy Williams on here.
What's up, Tracy Williams?
Got this guest right over here. That's my boy. So as far as after like getting high school, what do you think kept you there, right? Because we had the initial bite, like we you know fell in love with it, but what has kept you in the gym, you know?
Like now?
Yeah, now.
Yeah, because the newbie gains are gone.
Newbie gains are gone.
So
Well,
that's what gets you going.
yeah.
What sucks you in right there is that like instant progression in every aspect. You know, you're getting leaner, you're getting stronger. Now, like, you know, a decade later,
Yeah.
it doesn't really happen that easy anymore.
Right.
So
It's a little more difficult.
I guess it's just the fact of knowing that you could still get stronger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you might not get as fast, but like, you know, like if you keep at it and you keep going for it, you can get stronger. You can, you know, push your body to different levels that you never
For
could
sure.
achieve. It just takes longer.
Yeah. Yeah, I would probably agree with that part. And I don't know, just the idea of like just staying active is something that I like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like it just feels weird. Oh, and like another thing for me, it's like, you know, working where I work and stuff, I've always heard that like, you know, oh yeah, as soon as you get older, man, you're going to just get like super fat and like all this stuff. And I'm like, no. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
like, I just don't want that to happen, you know? Like, not that it's like more of like a fear thing. It's just like, I just know that that's not like my style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't want it to be that way ultimately. Cause I don't know. I just think you've seen like, even though we're not like super like athletic dudes or whatever, we play a lot of sports. You've seen
Yeah.
like how crazy some of the things that people can do is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like lifting 900 pounds and squatting 1,000 pounds
Yeah.
in the same meet. And then it's just like crazy how insane our bodies are.
Yeah.
So like to me, I'm like, we should probably use it for something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's my idea.
Yeah.
Not too much, man. Just chilling, talking with my boy. We're talking about the gym. Talking about our origin story, man. Me and him go way back since 7th grade. We're not in 7th grade anymore, so it's been a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for joining. But so that makes sense as far as like keeping you in, you know, the strength gains and all that kind of stuff. What do you think future 10 years? Are there like PRs you're looking for? Are there like what are like some short-term PRs, maybe goals, PR/goals, and maybe some long-term?
Just strength wise, I mean, I would always want to hit like a 400-pound bench. 405 because it's 4 plates.
Hey man, that'd be
I
sick.
want to hit 3 plates and a bunch of random stuff like 405 and then like a 500-pound squat, 600-pound deadlift. Those are achievable numbers pretty much for anybody really.
Yeah.
It's not that maybe the bench is a little harder, for certain people, but like a 500-pound squat, 600-pound deadlift, not really hard to achieve.
Right.
But like a lifetime goal, just be way higher than that. Like 500-600-pound bench.
Boom. Hit him with
Whoever
it.
knows,
Hit him with it.
But like,
A 500. I feel like 500 is very, very doable for you.
Yeah, and then like I'm pretty good at pulling, so I feel like I can deadlift quite a bit.
If we talk about Connor for a second,
Yeah,
that boy can do.
that boy probably 500 pounds right now.
Right now, he's never
Just put it on
trained.
the thing.
He's never trained a day in his life.
Yeah, just be like, just do it.
Yeah, he could just.
Put it on the bar.
That's
and,
it.
Like, just do it.
Connor, we're calling you out, man.
Yeah,
Right here.
I don't care if you squat or bench, but if you deadlift.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah.
Bench,
Yeah. Deadlift, squat, whatever. We
Yeah.
could just make you a bencher, like a hardcore
Dude.
bencher, 500 pounds tomorrow.
Dude, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
people you could
surprised.
Just see are built for it.
Yeah.
Just like wow.
GGG Wood, Mr. Garwood, what up? He's on right now, buddy from work.
But then, what are your goals?
Thanks for tuning in.
Do you want
my-
certain numbers, or you just want to get lean and?
Well, for now, short-term goals, yes, dude. I gotta lose the weight, man. I just gotta do it. I gotta get the fluff, the baby fluff off right now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like a point that I want to be at. Because for one, it feels good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I feel more agile, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Good confidence booster, all that stuff. And then I really want to dial it in because I feel like that's where, I can help and some others because that's the hardest part, right? Like getting to that point and then sustaining it over a long time without going over that edge. Because both me and you, we've been in that position where, we've gotten to like an area where we're happy, but then we just go crazy and then the monster comes out and then we just go to Stadium Pizza and do a pizza eating challenge.
Yeah.
And then it's game over from there.
Yeah.
We just told
I remember the moment back in the day when we just gave it up. When we're on the treadmills doing like 40 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And we're like, dude, it's so late tonight. We can just go get donuts right when they open the fresh. And we went and got like 2-3 dozen donuts.
Oh yeah, it wasn't a big deal. I ate like 13
And it was just
13
like,
donuts.
That's the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
It was just like, yeah.
I don't know. That's the thing. It's like food is so different for every person. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
for some people, food isn't like that important, and then for others, man, it's a good time. And for me, food is a great time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's for me as far as like short term. I got to lose the weight, and then I'm just gonna try to do it slow. I'm gonna try to do it over a 16-week period, and then just start at like 2,400 calories, drop 100 every month. Do a little minimal like cardio stuff, and then focus on the compounds. Hopefully, I won't lose too much strength and all that kind of stuff, and we'll be good. And then from there, I just really want to sustain it, and then be in a maintenance for quite a while, and then be in a surplus for quite a while.
Yeah.
Like good maintenance, good surplus for my calories, and then really just focus on hitting some strong PRs. I feel like though that'll come pretty fast because I've noticed, yeah, dude, Baby Fluss got to go, you know? Can't be having it. So I noticed, like, just hitting the training and stuff, my deadlift, like, I had hit 500 pounds. And even just after, like, a few minimal tweaks and me not being on, like, a surplus, I feel like I'm already approaching that back to what I was, you know? Yeah. So I can only imagine once I'm in the surplus, dude, and I'm solid. Yeah. You know, I feel like it'll be good times. But ultimately, like what you were mentioning, I feel like 405 bench for me around 200 would probably be a good, like that's a pretty good one. Like I definitely want to do that, like 2 times body weight bench. Yeah. And then short terms, more short term, but it's still going to take some time, but like a 600 pound deadlift and a 600 pound squat would be sick. Yeah. I would love that. Yeah. That'd be awesome. And then from there, I guess it would just have to be like a matter of reassessing and then seeing, you know, what it is that I want for that time. Yeah. And then, yeah, like the idea of like, you know, competing and stuff and getting a meet, like I'll do it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Even if my numbers are shitty, like I don't really care. Yeah. You know, I'll do it. It's whatever. Get some numbers on there and go from there. At least I can talk to the experience and all that kind of stuff. Be like in the master's class, dude, and like old as hell. Yeah. Like when I was old, dude, just lifting a whole lot of weight. Yeah. So those are like some short-term, long-term goals. Yeah, you just gotta help me with it, dude. Yeah. That's what I need. I think that's a big part of it. Sometimes you just really need that other person to like.
Well, you have no problem like really losing weight when you really put your mind.
Once
to
I put it,
no problem,
and then it's fine.
I just want you to keep lifting heavy.
Well, I do want to lift heavier. I do want that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then the only thing is like it's that monster though, man. We gotta keep it at bay. Well, you know. Well, you know.
Plus, you know, having girlfriends and stuff.
Oh man,
definitely doesn't help.
Don't even talk about it.
You know, when you're in a relationship, it's like
it's tough because before what I noticed, you know, when you're in your own head, it's like, at least for me, it's fairly easy to be like very focused and all that kind of stuff, and then like kind of block some stuff out. But then it's like when you have that other person, and then they're randomly just like,
I'm hungry,
or it's not even like I'm hungry. They're just like, I have donuts. And you're like, what? Where'd you put donuts? Where'd you get donuts from?
Or like, oh, I got some leftover food from here. You're like, what?
Yeah, it's crazy.
The monster starts just itching its way out, kind of.
Yeah. And then it's just part of that thing. It's all a matter of trying to control it and stuff. So I feel like that's valuable stuff if we could figure that out and keep it at bay and let other people know how to do it too. It'll be valuable. Well, switching gears, talking more on the gaming side of stuff. So yeah, I want to try to integrate game stuff to the channel for Under the Bar. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We talked a little bit about it, you know, as far as like some ideas to kind of get some of the gaming community. I know there was someone, like my buddy, I was just talking to him earlier today. He was saying that there's a guy that kind of does that already.
Really?
I don't know what his name was, but he says he's got that thing on lock. But to my knowledge, it's not something that's very, you know, super popular. You know what I mean? But I feel like, thank you, Garwood. Do your thing. Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. I think that for that, like the reason why I want to do that is because I grew up playing video games and then I transitioned over to, you know, more of the weightlifting and all that kind of stuff. And it just makes sense to me because, you know, so much of the video game stuff is very like related to the gym. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like doing like the monotonous like sets and reps and all that kind of stuff is so similar to grinding on games. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like that community would benefit if they can just connect that dot and then realize that, you know?
Oh yeah, and both the community will benefit. Like if your body is fitter and healthier, your brain's going to performing better in video games. Yeah. Same thing as if you're working out and you play video games. Video games also help with hand coordination. Sure. You know, this and that. Like, you know, each one helps the other. You know, and for sure, you know, like just having a healthier body is going to have a healthier mind, and you're going to be able to play video games better. Yeah. If you're just sitting there eating Doritos and drinking Mountain Dew all day, it's not very good for your body. You're not going to perform as well as if you just, you know, did a little bit of training, clean up your diet a little bit, you'll probably be way better at video games.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that, Confidence, too. It's going to help with that, you know?
Yeah.
It's going to benefit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I was thinking about integrating some stuff like that. Oh, and then, what up, Calvillo? What'd it do? You remember Calvillo?
Probably.
Calvillo joined. Josh, you remember Calvillo?
I mean, you probably showed me a picture, but you always talk to your friend like there.
Yeah, well, he was at the party here. I'm pretty sure he saw you. But yeah, dude, I want to integrate that and see what we can do with that community. There's been some people that have already shared some interest with it. I was already talking to you about maybe, getting some of the gym equipment, and detailing it out, kind of like video game specs and stuff, like RPG style.
Just some like cell shading.
Dude, you know what I really want to do when I get good at like video editing and stuff? I want to do like for my AMRAP sets, like I want to film the AMRAP sets, and then AMRAP is as many reps as possible. Just if you don't know that already. I want to film the AMRAP sets, and then like towards like the higher end of the RPEs, like do like the Dragon Ball Z like aura stuff like around it, and then like up on the thing. I think that'd be sick. It'd be fun. Yeah. It'd be fun little edits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that would be good, like, because I always like seeing those Larry Will edits and stuff, like when he has that. Have you seen those?
I think someone else does those.
Well, he does. He does that person has that account, and then he takes those and he does those edits. There's one where they replaced the deadlifts with Thor's hammer or whatever. That one was sick. It looked dope.
Yeah, and like it went viral.
Yeah,
it's so dope and it's so well done. It mixes like the worlds and stuff.
Yeah, it would just be kind of cool little content to drop on there or whatever.
Have fun with the editing, make the videos more fun.
Exactly. Just bring some peeps in there.
Not just a simple like, look at me squat. It's like, look at me squat, and then look at this.
Yeah, exactly. I think it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
And maybe at least interest some people, get some people that maybe wouldn't look at some gym stuff, because you know what I mean. I think I mentioned this. We talked about it. It's like some of the gym stuff, the six pack, the normal like motivation stuff doesn't work for everybody.
No.
You know what I mean? Especially the game community.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they don't like the normal like, I got a six pack, like follow me, like I know what's up, and all that, like hot cars, like all that kind of like, bro douchebaggeriness kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
It's kind of like a douchebaggery thing, or they're intimidated by it.
Yeah, and then they just write it off, and then it's like, you know what I mean? Never. So
like, I can never look like that or be like that. And it's like, you can actually do it pretty easily.
You could look like it, me, and yeah, you definitely don't have to act like that. That's for sure.
Yeah, you don't have to act like them. You can look like them.
Yeah.
It's not very hard to get a six pack.
Right.
You just lose enough weight, you got a six pack.
Mm-hmm. So that's definitely some things I want to integrate, and so back to what I was saying earlier. About that question I wanted to ask you, because I want to try to integrate some more game stuff. Realistically, like, I'll probably do some Twitch here and there, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then I want to try to get in like a more like normal, consistent thing of games, since you stay up pretty well on those games. I was thinking of us doing some sort of thing where maybe like you play some of the games that you're playing, and then maybe we could either do like the first 30 minutes of the game review kind of thing, where you just kind of like talk about it. You'll play your initial thoughts on it or whatever kind of things. If you beat it, then we can follow up with it. And if you want to do that, if not, we can just do the initial. And then if you never beat it, whatever, like, you know what I mean?
Like it didn't interest me, it didn't pull me in.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like we follow up with it and then go from there. And then we can just give it, like 3 out of 5 big chuggas. Yeah. Something like that, know, or whatever the review rating system is.
It can always be different. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
As long as it's like something out of 5, it still makes sense.
Yeah. So I think that'd be kind of cool, whether we do it that way. I think that'd be the best way, to be honest, because you already, you're gonna play the games. Yeah. For the most part, you're gonna keep up on them. So Cyberpunk and all those other ones that you were
definitely not.
You know what? I still haven't even seen the thing for that.
Still haven't even watched it?
No. Man. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
But so that's pretty much it as far as all that kind of stuff. Yeah, dude, I'm pumped. Just want to get some consistency in here, get some PRs in here. I think what you did. You said you did Are you the one that did 500 in here?
What?
Did you do 500 in here yet on the deadlift?
No.
That was at Metroflex?
I did 515 at Metro.
Oof.
Yeah.
You dirty.
Yeah.
You dirty boy.
No belt.
Oh, extra dirty.
I don't like wearing belts.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to make some sort of like PR thing board in here and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's pretty much all I got. Do you have any last parting shots or anything you want to get out? Any merch you want to plug or nothing?
Merch.
Nothing like that.
I can plug merch that I buy from people.
Dude,
You know?
that's just funny. Just we just have like merch for you that is just like just the outline of your beard or something. You know what I mean? Like just the silhouette of
They
your.
probably just think I'm Brian Shaw.
Your head. That is true.
They're like, "Are you trying to think Brian Shaw's? Because you look, he's bald, and big head, and the beard." It's like,
That'd be awesome.
yeah,
That'd be pretty funny.
there's too many bald, big-headed dudes with a beard.
Yeah,
Like, who you
they're
trying
all
to
out
be?
there. Dang, what it do? The Comstock, the mustache. I don't know if you've ever seen this man, but Comstock, say what's up to Jared.
Is that?
Okay, a little wave back at you, my boy.
Is he talking about your mustache?
No, he's not talking about my awesome mustache,
Mm-hmm.
but he has an awesome mustache,
Like
though.
a
That's for
legit
sure.
mustache?
Yeah, it's pretty legit. People talk about it like
Yeah.
on a regular.
Is it like one of them tombstone mustaches? dude?
Yep,
You're
it
just
is
like,
definitely it is
"Dang."
definitely a tombstone mustache. That's for sure. But cool, dude. Thanks for tuning in. So far, the boys from work be tuning in. We got Calvio, we had Garwood, and now Mr. Comstocks joining in. So it's pretty dope. I appreciate it. But we're wrapping it up. We were talking about gym stuff, gaming stuff. Oh yeah, that is true. He says his mustache has his own badge number.
Oof. Man.
First issue. That's hardcore. I don't know, but you got to see. It's like between him and this other guy, Lacombe, at my work.
Lacombe, does he comb his beard?
Oh, he combs it. He does. He has a comb in there, and it's between those two. Lacombe's
Yeah.
is just straight like black, like the dark sky, like just
Really?
instantly, and he looks like very cholo-y too. Like when he gets it, it's pretty gnarly. I'll have to take a picture of it when he's not looking and show you.
Man.
But all right, dude. Well, we were wrapping it up, but thanks for tuning in and doing all this. Did you have any parting shots? You didn't have anything else to get off your hairy chest?
No, not really.
Nothing? All right, cool. Well, this is the first episode between the sets. We talked about a lot of random stuff. My boy Jared from 7th grade, back in the day. So first guess, I felt like it was appropriate. Next week, I met someone over at the local gym and stuff. Hit him up, and he said he's gonna come through and do a podcast with us. So I'm excited about that. We'll try to get it up. We'll try to get some consistency between the sets, some of my training stuff and all that. Jared will make random appearances unannounced from time to time, probably. And he'll probably be in the back, just doing random stuff.
Yeah.
But and then maybe hopefully reviewing some games and stuff in the future. So apparently it's Mario. That's a thing. But that's all we have. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, if there was some value, if you thought Jared is extra hairy, please drop a like, subscribe. And if you found any value, just follow us along for the journey. We appreciate it. And we're out of here.